Now we will be learning float data type. Float data type in Python. Now, how we have learned this integer data type, on the same pattern we will be learning float data type. Now, float means what? Let's suppose I am taking a float value 10.3, or I am taking minus 7.5. So these are all the float values. Means float is nothing but all the real numbers. This is also real numbers, but the point is real numbers with decimal points, where decimal points will be present. So this is real number with decimal points. Now, theoretically, it is a float. How interpreter is learning this? So let's take this value 6.7. So this is an float. Now what interpreter is looking for? Type check. We can do type of A. So class float. So float it is giving. So this is how it is understanding. Let's take another negative float value 6.0. So it is also giving float. Now this point zero also matters. Like if I tell that 5 and d equals to 5.0. Okay, mathematically 5 and 5.0 are same. Both are actually same. But for the interpreter, for Python interpreter, both are different. Here decimal points present, though it is having 0 afterwards. Still it is a float, whereas it's a integer. Just check type of, if I take type of 5, it is a integer. Now take type of 5.0, this is a float. So if I tell the range of it, it is also real number, means starting from your minus infinite to plus infinite, it is having the real, like all the float values, but in between them there is one zero. But as because this is float zero, so it will be 0.0, not a zero. If I write 0 here, it will be integer, but for float it is 0.0. So if you check the type of it, type of 0.0, what it is? It is float. Okay, now here also you will be having default value. Now what is the inbuilt name? From this you already have seen this float. This float is nothing but the inbuilt name. Now directly use this data type and use parenthesis. Just see 0.0. So this is what the default value is. And default value means what? This is internally what? This is internally false. Now check, though it is a, like, is it a default value or non default value? What you can do? Bool function, inbuilt function you already have. So bool of 0.0. What is the result? Obviously it will be false. Now other than that, any value, if you take any value in between that range, you will be getting true, because there will be, for each and every data type, there will be only one default value. Other than that, all the values are non default value, so all the values will be internally true apart from this 0.0. So this is what the default value is, and to check you will be using bool as an inbuilt function, and inside that you can pass either variable or the value. And for to get the exact location, on the same way, to get exact location, you have id as a function. Simply what you will be doing here, if you want to understand where it is getting stored, id, let's suppose I'm taking this a already stored inside this memory, in our system memory. So id of a, what is the result? Obviously it is in integer address. Always keep in mind that though it is any data type, either it is integer or float, always the id will be integer address. Though it's a float value, still it is in integer address. Always the address will be in integer. And now if I give some example, like if I tell a equals to 7 point, is it a float? Let's check. If I take a equals to 7 point, I'm not mentioning anything afterwards. So now check the type of it. Type of a, if I do type of a, it's a float. Even if you mention like this, b equals to point then 9, is it a float? Check type of b. So you can skip these values. This is also a float. Like this is also you can mention a float. But let's suppose you may be questioning this, if I use only a decimal point, then what will be the result? So it's a syntax error. You have to maintain any one of this format, or otherwise you can write like this 7.9. But you can't write, if you write only this decimal points, there is no such meaning of it. It's properly syntactical error you will be having. Okay. And after that, the memory allocation. So you will be seeing as, because why we are actually looking for this memory allocation, because it is single value data type. So every time you need to understand like how the single value data type is actually getting stored in the memory. And you will be seeing, you will be observing afterwards that actually all the single value data type is actually stored in a same way. Like here also, if I talk about this, let's suppose 3.6. Now if you are storing this variable with this value, what will be happening? Obviously value will be getting stored first, right? So the memory will be segregated into two halves. For variable, it will be variable space. For storing value, it will be value space. Obviously the value will be getting stored first. How it is getting stored? Randomly it will be getting stored. Where it will be getting stored? Obviously in a single memory block. Why? Because a single value data type, randomly it is getting stored means some random address will be generated, obviously. So 0x77, let's suppose this is my address. Now that address will be getting stored where? Inside this variable 0x77. So whenever you want to access this 3.6, what you will be doing? You will be using a will be pointing to this location. So this is how we can assign a float, and this is all about float. Now